Howdy, Converge fans. We have Converge number 226, which is another Kampfer. I actually have the other Kampfer, but this is more loaded out than the other one, which I'll show at the end. This came out in 2020 as part of wave number 18, and here are the other robots from that wave. Okay. So, fandom here. It's from War in the Pocket, and the story of this thing is really for high maneuverability, so not much armor and a lot of weapons, traditional weapons, so they can just be ejected after they're used, and they don't drain the power supply of the robot. You know, they don't use the energy because they're using gunpowder instead. So interesting. I think it's a cool design. It's definitely up there in my top, I don't know, probably top 10, possibly top 5 favorite Gundam designs. Let's get this going. So 2020 gum, yeah, that looks pretty gross. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's bubbling out the side there. It's nasty. So let me resituate the camera. This antenna is brittle. I broke one already, so that's why I'm always mentioning how brittle and careful you have to be with these Converge antennae. They're not soft plastic like the bodies. I don't know. I really wish they would just have soft antenna. It's really strange. And also the stub of this antenna is very short, so I'm gonna crazy glue this in place right now after a test fit. Alright, so some crazy glue right here. Alright, so hopefully that won't fall out. Bottom of the feet here. Yeah, nicely molded details. Nothing to complain about there. The legs are actually kind of plain looking. Not many details. No groove panels, you know, just big swatches with smooth space as if it was more of a cartoon. But it is nice that we have orange in here and these side things here, and those side things have additional detail molded in, so very nicely done. This grippy hand looks good. Both of them are grippy hands with trigger fingers going on. So the gunmetal looking good, as well as these shoulders are gunmetal and the elbows. These pipes are coming across nicely. There's actually an air gap, I think, there. So the Xeon logo is a nice touch to have something printed there. And then again, more gunmetal now underneath the head. There's some piping as well. And now you see the head came apart because you can move this mono eye a little bit. So that's really nice. So look at the details on that ball. And the pink metallic is nice. So that antenna. Oh boy, it's still not good in place. Hold on. So this is very loose. I ended up gluing that back peg, but not the front, so I could always move the eye still without actually having to remove the top of the head. So the shoulders should break loose and rotate. That's a huge peg. They got some details behind there as well. So you can see the floating hoses wrapping around to the back. And now you can see the thruster details are in gunmetal, just not on the legs. But the back of the feet are gunmetal. Yeah, so you might have to add some more gunmetal paint if you want all the thrusters to match up. Yeah, nice. This is the way that you do it. Big pegs, so the stuff stays in place and it won't break. So you have these two bazookas, and they can be mounted to the back, or you can pose it with the bazookas, but I think it, just it covers up so much of the robot. I won't display it like this, but you can. There you go. It's nice this recess. You could add black paint there, but not in the back. No recess there. So I will not be showing it that way though. Since I have these pegs on the backpack anywho, they're specifically meant to hold these things. And, there you go. Very good. Alright, so you can rotate those as needed. Let's make sure you clear the head. Alright, so what I am liking more is the shotgun. I don't think I don't think the other Kampfer comes with a shotgun. So that goes in here. And you see the trigger, how it clears that finger. Very cool. So the legs have holes in them because you can hold these Panzerfausts, which are like World War II anti-tank grenade projectiles. Now, here's the issue. You got this open hand. I guess you could put a Panzerfaust in there, but you're going to have to squeeze it in that hand. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Might just put this in the leg as well. Just have that hand. Just cut it at an angle. Interesting. Alright, there it is. So earlier in Converge you had number 43, and this one came with like a thin rail gun or something. It's not a shotgun. And there's none of the Panzerfausts. I did Jewel bead and add a bunch of paint apps to this thing. But you'll notice the overall blue is different. This is a much lighter blue. This is a little bit darker. But you can see I broke that antenna. So I was so head down I bought another one. But I didn't put the bazooka on. Or actually, no, this might be a different one as well, because I think the stance of the elbows might be a different. Or I could be mistaken, because I think you can rotate this arm. I can't remember, sorry, but this is a stock one. And it has this funky gun here. It's like basically a shotgun with a stock on it. So these two are the same color, and yeah, I haven't broken that antenna, thankfully. This antenna is a different shape, it looks like. In fact, the molding is totally different. This thing's looking very down. This one's looking a little bit more horizontal. So the mold has changed, it seems. Yeah. Spiky shoulders. Yeah, there's definitely some differences going on. So I like it because I like the Kampfer. Alright, well these two can go away. So it's a nice Converge, as usual. Well painted, a lot of accessory bits, and a little bit of playability. So thank you for watching. We'll see you the next time.